Thanks for sitting down with me, Liz.
Yeah,
So I really wanted to get an interview with you about your why before you left to go to Vista Sunrise. And my why is bringing about life-changing growth so that we can all be better together. And as sad as I am to lose you, because you're amazing, I'm really, really happy for you, because that also fulfills my why, because I get to see you have this life-changing growth opportunity. And so I'm thrilled for you, and it also makes me feel really happy as a program director, as a person, to see you have this opportunity to grow. So congratulations.
thank you.
So can you tell me a little bit, what is your why and what does it mean to you?
Yeah, my why is to nurture relationships so people can find harmony on their journey. And kind of just breaking it down, each word has a different meaning. And like, I chose the word nurture because I feel like you kind of tend and care for relationships, and relationships doesn't have to be just with other people. It could also be something as a relationship with someone themselves. They have a relationship with themselves. And just to find the next part, to find harmony on their journey. I feel like it's important that we find that kind of harmony, balance of who we are and what our life's about, and just kind of find that contentment. And I feel like that's what why I do what I do.
Okay. And so how does that play out in your everyday life, be it at work or personally?
Yeah, I mean, to me, it just means basically I nurture people, I care for them, I help them, and hopefully in some way I'm helping them find that harmony in their lives, whether it be, answering a phone call to someone in crisis and just helping connect them to someone. I mean, I'm still helping, I'm still assisting, even if all I'm doing is connecting them to someone and I'm not like handling the crisis itself. I still played a part in helping them find that harmony on their journey.
Mm-hmm. And you mentioned in your personal life, you find people come to you all the time for everything, and that's just,
yes.
And you are nurturing those connections,
yeah.
and helping them bring that harmony was a big thing for you. It took us a while to get to that word, but that's what you're really seeking. So let's say if sometimes people hear wrongly, of course, but they hear that, well, you're just a secretary, right? The word just a secretary, and they, oh, that implying you're not really helping people, you're not really nurturing relationships, you're answering a phone. What would you say to that?
Well, I mean, one thing this organization always says is, we're the front face, like we're the first people they see. So I don't think that's true. I feel like we do present the beginning of kind of a welcoming environment and welcoming people in, and that even if we are doing the connections, people make connections with us. I've had some of the most rewarding days for me are days where someone came up to me and said, Liz, you helped me get connected to this person and it really helped me through this really hard time. So I may not have done the deep, intense emotional work that, therapists or PSCs do, but I still played a part in helping facilitate that. You're still doing something to keep it running. And, if you didn't have someone in the front office doing that, all the paperwork and everything, I think you'd have people running around a little crazy. They need someone to help. So it's basically everyone plays a part, and parts may be different, but they're all just as important.
Yeah, definitely. And I would probably say you think you have a number of meaningful relationships with our clients.
Yeah.
You don't just answer the phone. You actually know them.
Yeah.
They actually know you.
Yeah. So I'm going to miss them. So,
right. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm thinking of it. Can you tell me a little bit more about what harmony means in your why, right? You're nurturing these relationships, and then there's this goal of harmony. And what does that mean to you?
Yeah, harmony is actually, as we discussed, I was like balance, harmony. I was trying to find the right word, and I feel like harmony encompasses what I'm going for more than the idea of balance, because harmony is like music, and it's not all it's not balanced like scales. It's not all like that, because finding kind of peace or harmony in your life, it's not going to be one, it's not going to be perfectly balanced. It's not going to be totally one side equal to the other. There's some people have strengths in some areas that they'll have, you know, more harmony in their strengths, and they'll also maybe some weaknesses. It's not, basically to me, just harmony means that it's flowing and it's yeah.
We talked a lot about this. Remember, it was like there was peace, but it was more than peace.
Yeah.
And there was balance, but it's more than balance. And there's this in this picture of the ideal life that you trying to move people to, there's this ebb and flow of harmony where it can be tough.
Yes.
But again, harmony, it's still flowing. And those relationships, again, are part of that way to get people flowing in a way that they can get connected, supported, even when it's tough, and especially when it's good.
Well, yeah, because I mean, that's, you know, especially the clients that we work with, they go through their fair share of tough times, you know, like it's never just, it's never always good. So there are times, you know, and everyone, and I definitely, you know, I was talking to someone just last night saying, you know, everyone's fighting a battle, you know, and it's not just our clients. Right now. Everyone, COVID, the smoke, everything, you know, everyone's fighting some kind of battle. And it's the balance of, you know, like you said, just keep pushing through and trying to find that harmony while you do it. So.
Okay, well, good. Would you say, was it easy or hard to find your why?
I think, I don't know. I wouldn't say it was easy. I don't know if it was hard. It was challenging. It was, I think the better word for it is it was really thought provoking, because you really had to sit and like think about what motivates you and like your kind of your deeper desires.
Put it into words.
Things, that you don't like, you know, because you know yourself, but you don't really define it, you know, and figuring out exactly, because like, especially for me, each word in my why has a purpose. Like I picked the specific words for the reason. So I don't know if I'd say it was hard. It was just very thought provoking, and it takes effort. It takes effort, but it's, you know, I'm very proud of it, and it kind of adds a clarity of, you know, basically why I do what I do, and it's fulfillment for me to tell myself back, this is why I'm doing it on like days where I struggle. This is why I'm doing it, because it's still worth it.
Right. Which was my question. How has knowing your why benefited you? It's right there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So why do you think other people should find their why? I've had a few volunteers to read the book, but you know, a lot of people are still just kind of waiting to see how it plays out. Why would the rest of them?
Yeah, I mean, it applies more than just your work life, you know? So I think that's one thing to consider. It also is that it applies more than just your work life. It applies all over. And also I think people should do it because, like I said, it gives you something on days that are hard. You can look back at it and be like, hey, this is why I'm doing. Yeah, maybe today is rough, but there's still a purpose. So instead of like just sitting there and being like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know why I'm doing it, it'll give you a better way to focus in and be like, no, there is a reason why I'm doing this. There is a reason why I keep going, and it will motivate you. And I think that's really important.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing, Liz. Really appreciate it. Glad we got you before you headed off to your new adventure. So thank you very much. And hopefully RMH, more of you can figure out your why, and we can have more conversations like this.